Okay, so let's talk about financing. So there are several types of financing options that you have as a buyer. The first one is FHA. FHA is basically Federal Housing Administration. So FHA only requires 3.5% down. So if you're buying a $100,000 home, you only need $3,500 as a down payment. Now, there are additional closing costs such as title company charges, tax prorations, and things of that nature, but your minimum down payment is 3.5%. You can negotiate for the seller to assist with closing costs, as we mentioned earlier. Also, there are down payment assistance programs as well as grant funds available to help with closing costs. The minimum credit score required for FHA is 580. Now, typically you want to be somewhere above 600 or 620. Some lenders will not process an FHA loan with a 580 credit score unless there's it becomes a little bit more difficult at that credit score point. And then the next step is FHA 203K. So 203K allows you to borrow the money using one loan for both home improvement and a purchase. So let's say you find a home that is being sold as is. Let's say the property value of the home is 200,000, but you're able to purchase the home for, say, 150,000. So if the home needs repairs, say if it needs 30,000 in repairs, your mortgage would be 180,000. It will all be in one mortgage, so you're buying a home and making improvements all in one. But the home has to appraise for at least an amount that would cover both the purchase price and the repairs. A VA loan is just basically Veterans Affairs. Basically, it's a VA-backed loan program, and it's good for a veteran. You have to be a veteran. You have to be an eligible veteran, and there's a zero down payment requirement, but there's still closing costs as well. A conventional mortgage is just a mortgage that is not guaranteed or insured by any government agency. So this is just your basic conventional financing loan where a lender has several programs, but there's no government guidelines as far as the down payment. For example, a conventional loan can require 20% down or 10% down, depending on your credit and your financial status. Land contract is a form basically of seller financing. So it's similar to a mortgage, but instead of you borrowing money from a lender or a bank to buy the home, the buyer, you're just making payments to the actual homeowner until the property is paid off. So for example, if you're buying a home for 100,000 and you give the seller 10,000 down, you're just paying the $90,000 off in monthly payments. Versus if you were buying a home utilizing a mortgage, the seller will receive the entire 100,000 at closing, and you're paying the lender back. So it's just a difference as to who you're paying. Keep in mind, we recommend that you record all land contracts with the county. This shows you as the owner of record when you purchase a home via land contract. Do not buy a land contract without recording that document. Typically, you would still close a land contract at a title company. And in most cases, the title company will require the seller to sign a deed. The title company will hold that deed in escrow. So once the property is paid off, the title company will actually record the deed itself. So MSHDA financing is it's a state of Michigan program, and it can be used with all loan types pretty much, conventional, FHA, and VA. So MSHDA financing only requires 1% down total. So $200,000 home, you only need $2,000 as your down payment. There's also a $7,500 assistance towards closing costs. MSHDA also has a $15,000 program that's currently out as of today's date February 2019. The $15,000 grant has limitations because it's based on zip code, but it pretty much covers several counties in Michigan, and there's limited funds available. So if you're interested in that, just contact me after this and we'll go over that program as well. The Detroit Home Mortgage is a program that allows you to buy properties and renovate the property, similar to like the FHA 203K program. Also, you can refinance your home and renovate your home as well. Detroit Home Mortgage is specific to just the Detroit market. So the home has to be located in Detroit, but it does allow for renovation of the property as well. So